Michael Zuber, author of One Rental at a Time. And this is, of course, your daily financial news. As you can see, I broke out what I call my happy shirt. I think I'm going to wear this more often. I smile when I look at it. So you may see this more often in the daily financial news. But as we get started with the day, again, we roll right after this into multiple experts. We have two today, one at 8, one at 9. So you can expect a lot of content from multimillionaires throughout the day. As we get started with the daily financial news, we got a lot of home data, but I think we're going to start with Tesla. Tesla is, I think it's almost a cult, right? The stock of Tesla, you either hate it or love it. My experience with stocks like Tesla over the last several decades is it feels very good in the moment, and then eventually it doesn't. So let's talk about their numbers yesterday. Their numbers, record-breaking numbers. $438 million in profit, 184,000 cars delivered. What is not to like? Right? Record revenue for the quarter, up 100%, expected to be up 75%. All good numbers on the surface. Unfortunately, I am an accountant and I have a nasty habit of looking into the income statement and finding out, I don't know, I always called them dirty numbers. They're fuzzy numbers. They're technically accurate, but they really don't go to the business at hand. So I am wondering, I looked at Tesla's number, kind of the summary income statement. I did not go to the full detailed one. Didn't want to, didn't have time. But here's the deal, right? So they report a number of $438 million, damn near $500 million. That is awesome. And then you go back and you look at, well, you know what? 101 million of that is selling crypto. They bought Bitcoin. They bought low, sold high. Good for them. That is profit. Certainly deserves to fall to the bottom line. They made a bet and it paid off. So first off, $438 million. My brain takes 101 million away because again, buying and selling crypto doesn't have anything to do with making cars or making solar panels or insurance or any of these other businesses that Tesla is supposed to be in. But here's the big one. If you don't know, Tesla's largest profit driver is selling regulatory credits. Yes, they make an EV, which the government has given them, credits and companies buy. They sold $518 million worth of those credits. They are all 100% profit. That's how they are booked. So let me get this right. They sold $518 million in these credits. They made $101 billion from crypto. Real quick math says that's $619 million. But wait, they only reported $438 million in profit? So does that mean they actually lost $181 million selling cars? And oh, by the way, they delivered 184,000 cars. So real quick math says they lost $986 a car. Let's say $1,000. So first off, for all of those people that say Tesla is not a car company, I certainly hope not, because they're not very good at it. They lost $1,000 per car. I certainly hope there's something else. They should be a tech company because tech companies lose money, but they get valued higher. So my hope is they are a tech company because they're not a very good car manufacturer. Yeah, that number is so dirty. Record-breaking 438, but wait, 518 in tax or credits, 101 in crypto. Come on. Why does anybody believe this stuff? Yes, before you say it, Tesla's changing the world. Batteries are the future. I get it. Sorry, folks. Cult-based stocks don't end well. My experience. Eventually, the Pied Piper misses, gets a big ego, misses a technology upgrade. Something comes and smacks them because they're arrogant. They get distracted by Mars. Who knows what it is? But damn, Tesla is not a car manufacturer. On to better, bigger, and better news. The Case Shiller Index is out. And man, all these crash people, 40% crash. Well, not happening. Home prices up 12% year on year. 12% year on year. Phoenix topping out at 17.4%. San Diego 17, Seattle 15.4, and even New York Metro popping off with 7% increase year on year. That is pretty amazing. I have been telling you for quite a while that single family home is the place to be. These apartment guys have to stop talking about 40% crash in single family. They don't know the market. We are seeing increasingly millennials enter the first time buyer. It's one of the reasons there's not a lot of inventory, because a millennial who is a renter, who becomes an owner, doesn't sell something first, right? There is no move up. It's not a buy one, sell one transaction. So again, there is a lot of good things going on in the market. If you can find a cash flow rental below the median, hold for a long-term 30-year debt, you are going to be doing really well. We were up, what was it, 12% last year, probably up 11 or 12% this year, 6, 7 next year. Folks, single family is a place to be. Got to do your homework. Deals are hard to find. But when you follow what we talk about at one rental at a time, it's not impossible. My students have done 30 deals in the last 8 weeks, which I am very proud of, but wrote hundreds of offers. So do the work. I can show you the way. Join the group. You should go watch my goals playlist. I talk about it every week. As for earnings, right? Remember the S&P has 30% earnings. A couple of that I noted. UPS, delivery service, right? The brown trucks. At least they're brown where I am. I don't know if they're brown across the country. They're brown in California or the Silicon Valley. They actually beat top and bottom, raised guidance, but also called out a noticeable uptick in small and medium business. Folks, I'm telling you, we are in the light, both feet, enjoying the sunlight. The darkness is behind us. This is another sign that I am right. Crocs blew it out of the water. Crocs, those shoes, beat top, beat bottom. And I told you people need to start talking about the future. Crocs blew it out of the water, said they're going to be up 40 to 50%. That's a raise. Beat and raise, as they say. Eli Lilly, kind of a drug manufacturer, actually missed. They missed top, missed bottom, lowered guidance. That's not a good recipe for a stock trade. 3M beat top and bottom. I'm going to believe that this one is more of a look back, right? The earnings announcement is always about the last quarter. One sec. Ooh, excuse me. I tried to cover the microphone, but I think I missed it. I'm sorry. Back to 3M. 3M beat top and bottom, but I think it is going to be a look back. I want to know about the future. 3M is one of those companies like Clorox, where the last year was probably the best it could ever be. I'm worried about 3M in the future, right? Are you going to be buying masks and protective gear and all these other things that 3M puts out in the future? I don't know about you, but we got some extras. So, they're going to hopefully go on a shelf, never to be used again. But if we need to, they're there. In California, sometimes we have fires, so we'll probably use them if those happen again. But yeah, I think 3M is going to have some rough compares. And then Tesla, I already talked about it. That number is so dirty. GameStop is in the news again. They just raised $551 million by selling 3.5 million shares, and of course, the stock goes up. Really? There's now 3.5 million more shares. Earnings per share is going to go down, obviously, but yet the stock goes up. The only thing I could think of is GameStop is going to become, you heard it here, they are going to become an NFT warehouse or exchange or whatever the hell they're called these days. They're going to sell these crypto NFT things. I can see it. GameStop, right? Video games and all of that, anime, all that stuff. I guess, yeah, I'm gonna guess GameStop morphs into an NFT provider. They have to do something fundamentally different to justify these crazy prices. Uh, Big question going on. The Fed meeting starts today, tomorrow. Lots of folks still think the Fed's going to hold rates till 2024. Are you kidding me? Are you not seeing what's going on in the grocery store? What is going on with rent and gas and construction? No chance. I believe the first rate hike will occur next year, 2022, but we shall see. The dot plot, as they say, will be interesting to read when that comes out. Don't know if you like this, but the Beyond Meat CEO, he actually puts posters in his office of critics with negative statements. I don't know about you. I don't like that idea. To be surrounded by negativity, like, hey, Michael, you're stupid, you're an idiot, your meat tastes terrible, or whatever these critics are telling him. But he says he uses it as fuel. I don't know. I guess if that's what you need to get going, I think I'd rather be positive than negative. But I thought that was interesting. A couple more things. California, Illinois, and New York lost House seats. If you ever needed evidence that people are leaving blue states for red states, you just saw it. California lost a House representative for the first time ever. New York lost by 89 people, I think. And Illinois lost one as well. Texas got two. Florida got one. North Carolina and some other states. We have long talked about the move from blue to red, from high tax to low tax. Well, Florida's got no state income tax. Texas got no income tax. They win. New York, California, Illinois lost. I think it's real, right? We got evidence now. And then the last one, I saved this one for last because I think there's an investable trend here. I'm always looking for indicators on what is going on with millennials. I think millennials are going to be the market mover going forward. So we have Tractor Supply, basically farming supplies. On the surface, you're like, what does that have to do with millennials? Well, millennials are now the largest and fastest growing segment of new customers at Tractor Supply. These individuals are leaving urban core and moving rural. They are starting their own farms and growing vegetables and all of that stuff. They are leading a revitalization of rural America. And Tractor Supply is benefiting. Tractor Supply beat top, bottom, and raised because of millennials. I would have never thought of that. Never would have thought of this. And again, this is not farms like acres and acres. This is, I'm growing vegetables in the backyard for my family. I'm doing this as, teaching my kids about circle of life and all of that. So this is interesting. I think millennials are showing us a trend. And if millennials can get like that fulcrum, that real magnet of others moving there, it can really become a thing. So I don't know. Very interesting stuff going on. Again, the big news for us on this channel, Shiller up 17%, all the way from Phoenix at 17.4, New York up 7. We got California, New York, Illinois losing House representatives, going to red states, Texas and Florida. And of course, we have what I consider a really, really dirty number. But hey, for you Tesla fans, you got a record. You made $438 billion because of two accounting shenanigans. $101 million in crypto and 518 in 100% pure profit revenue credits or clean energy credits or whatever they're called. You lost $1,000 a car. Congratulations. All right, everybody, take care of yourself. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. We have 2 experts coming up, so look for 6 videos throughout the day. Bye-bye.